Welcome back, Panther fans. I'm David Brown here with Ryan Graham,
Hey, y'all.
Tim Thurber,
Hello.
and this is State of Atlanta. Man, right in the face.
That's what she said.
I hope you enjoyed it.
That was a big one. Oh, right in the eye. Oh.
That's also what she said.
That
Both
hurts.
of those things.
Ooh,
All right.
that hurts. Don't
Welcome
do that.
back, guys. We did it. We made it. It's football season. We have games.
Woo.
Games are happening. We have a game. We have a game.
We have a game. There was something last weekend. I don't know what it was. I watched a little bit of it. It wasn't that exciting overall.
I didn't really catch anything. I was at a conference all Saturday. I didn't watch any of the games. So I got nothing to talk about that at all.
I went out to lunch with my grandpa, and they had the Kansas State and Iowa State on, and he's like, "Do you see it? It says Aer Lingus," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's over there." Why those two teams are playing in Europe? No one could tell you, but that's where they're playing.
Oh, yeah, there was one of those overseas because money.
Money, yeah.
Is there more money in that than a home game?
Well, I would assume that it's all TV money.
Right.
So,
maybe.
yeah. So at what point do we start letting other colleges outside the U.S. play American football and let them be games that count against American schools? There's got to be some Canadian colleges that have a football team. Do you think they play more NFL rules or more Canadian football rules up there? I'm assuming. I've got no idea.
I don't know. I think our leadership right now wouldn't allow that.
I mean, I feel like I guess, yeah, because this is different than NFL. Because the NFL, if they add more teams, if they go international teams, that's just they're getting more money. But hell, we're in a league where they're trying to get as few teams in it as possible. They want all the college football eyeballs on them and not on anybody else. So yeah, I guess that's not it. It would be kind of cool. I think it'd be kind of cool if there was like a Vancouver or a Toronto college that just really got into, maybe it was a big school for international students from the U.S. to come in there. It'd be kind of cool to have one Canadian school, and the MAC could use it probably, right?
I was gonna say you could add them to the American.
Ben's telling us each team in Ireland got paid $2.25 million to play that game.
That's
so yeah,
not a
I think that's
bad opener.
Probably better than a home game. All right.
So we know why those teams did it, but we don't know why someone wanted to pay them that much money to do it.
Fair. All right. Our game, Ole Miss. We just talked to Zach of the Rebel Walk about the game. That was a good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do my research and make sure that I'm not getting underage kids on the show more often. But
nah, he was good. He held himself together. I was actually really surprised when he said that he made like an offhand comment that he wouldn't be allowed in a bar that was 21 and up. And I was really surprised just by how he was holding himself, like how he was presenting himself. I just I got my little brothers, and he seemed more mature than them, and they're both 21 or 22.
I thought he was in his upper 20s. Yeah, I totally thought he was, maybe even his lower 30s, just from like a maturity standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was positive. He was upbeat, and for being somebody from Chicago, he's a good guy. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was
like
the shit talk was kept to a minimum. Like he really we all just sort of vibed on and like talked about the teams, and like he even shit talked Lane Kiffin a little bit. But who doesn't, right? Everybody in sports, everybody who pays attention to college football knows what Lane Kiffin's deal is, right? Like,
that just means he's learned Southern hospitality. He was blessing our hearts all night long is what he was doing. But no, he was good. It was fun. So Ole Miss game.
Think?
How are you guys feeling about this? It's a night game away where we've never lost an opening road game for the season. And all of Jersey, so we're batting 1,000. Every single time we've ever opened up on the road, we've won. And that includes beating Tennessee and Knoxville.
I mean, two things. One, super excited for the first game. Super excited to go to it. It's a really long day to get to that game. So I'm also very concerned about that game. But I am going to do my best to make it in the stadium functional.
Are you getting there Friday or Saturday? Tim, are you getting there Friday or Saturday?
Friday. So Saturday, I'm really worried about. Friday, I'm not worried about. Fridays just go out to the square, go to dinner, a nice restaurant, right? Go to some bars and all that. Experience.
Apparently, got to go to a Chevron station for the good food, which is totally tracks for a Northern Mississippi location.
I saw something on Reddit about chicken on a stick, and I'm like, well, I guess that could do in a pinch after the game if like we can't get anything anywhere.
I would
We
eat that
win
shit
that-
up.
I don't know.
We win the game. We're taking over that Chevron. We're eating every chicken on a stick they have.
All 5 to 10 of us.
We have a pretty large
Yes.
group going out there. I mean,
I'm just sad I won't be there.
we're sad you're not going to be there as well.
Well, but the cool thing about it being kind of a late kick, which I know it's not like the latest kick it could be, but it's, I think it's like 7:30, right? Right. I mean, like Ole Miss is supposed to be one of the best tailgates in the country, and like you get to enjoy all of it. Like you just get to maximize that, right? So like that seems cool.
Yeah, I think
Could see
we
the
start off with,
Grove.
start with the tailgate, walk through the Grove, get all the early action there, make our way to the square, do a little pub crawl, and then stumble our way inside of the stadium and hopefully make it out alive.
And
Getting out of there. Go ahead, Tim.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say getting out of there is gonna suck for you though, David. That's just gonna be.
He's coming to the square and drinking. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
you gotta.
see
I
how
mean, you
it
gotta stick
goes.
around for a little while.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll find I'll figure it out. I'm not concerned about me.
You can let traffic calm down.
It'll be close to midnight though.
Yeah, I can pass out in my van for a couple hours before. I mean, hell, I can pass out in my
That's
van
true.
for several hours before heading back up. It's not like anybody's expecting me or anything.
We're in that weird time zone.
Yeah, it's an hour earlier. It's a Central Time Zone. I grew up Central Time Zone. It's fine. I don't know how people do it in the Mountain Time Zone, but that
Yeah.
Pacific Time Zone, that was cool, man. You wake up on
for
on
football.
an NFL Sunday and football is just on. You're like, yes, that's where it's at. I like that a lot. All right. How are we feeling about this game? 38.5 point was the opening spread. It's
Where
down
is
to
it?
35 and a half, something like that, which gives me money. Because honestly, I would have, if I was a gambling guy or if I ever put the actual energy into finding a way to gamble, I would have totally put $100 on us covering the spread. I think that it won't be that close. It is Lane Kiffin. He does like to run up the score, but still, I feel like, I think it's going to not be that big of a difference. What do you guys think?
I think we show up to these games. I don't know. When we beat Tennessee, we're tailgating for most of the day out there. And I'm like, meeting their fans. We're all talking a little bit of trash. I'm like, hey, man, you got to play the games. You never know. That was my staying for the day. So it will be on Saturday. You never know. How I feel about it, I think just the way I know this will be on the interview, but do I think Ole Miss wins? Yes. Do we have a chance? Of course. Do I hope that we look pretty strong through the half and look good into the third quarter and then either excel or falter? That's what I hope for. And I hope they only get up by like 20, 21, and the game's over. I'll feel accomplished if we can do that and get out without any injuries.
Get out without any injuries. I think
about
that if we can keep it a 1 or 2 score through the first half, and then what happens in the second half happens. That's fine. But I would like to see something new out of Georgia State. McGee came in here late last year, and I say late. He came in here in an awkward situation last year and had to do a patchwork of a team to get things together. So he's been here a full year. We have the best recruiting class in school history, second or third best in G5 for the 2025 year. A chance to get everybody on his page for a full year and a half now. I want to see Georgia State look a little different. I just want to see us kind of come out and not get knocked around so much. So I like to keep it close. I want to see it under that 35-point spread. If we walk out of there down by 2 scores, that's all right. Cool. That's awesome. I do wish we didn't have Memphis the very next week. I think if we could flip-flop Murray State and Memphis, and I know it doesn't really matter in the end of the things, but I feel like if we had like either a blowout loss to Ole Miss or a close game to Ole Miss, if we had that Murray State game there as week 2 to kind of, get a chance of, all right, cool, now we're back to 1-1, then I feel better going into that Memphis game. As it stands, if we lose against Ole Miss, which everyone says we're going to lose,
Sure.
horrifically, if we lose against Ole Miss, and then we have a Memphis game, which on paper we should lose that game. I have no idea if they even put a spread out for that one yet, but we're probably going to lose that game too. Now you're going into that Murray State game, and you're kind of licking your wounds a little bit. Should still win. I think that even if we enter that game 0-2, we we win. I just don't think we have the same energy we would have going into Vanderbilt the following week. So it's just all subjective, just stuff that I've created in my head and everything. I would like for
I
those
mean,
games to be swapped.
even worse in that if they were swapped and then you lose against Murray State and you go in and then you go into Memphis 0-2 with a loss against Murray State, that's like worse. That's worse, right?
Yeah, man,
That's a
dude.
slide you don't want back.
Yeah, no, we can't lose against Murray State, right? I think
We also
they're
can't
not
spell
good.
Murray State either.
That's so horrible, Tim. You want to explain what you're talking about?
Our athletics, they're creative or they use autocorrect, one of the two. But we've continuously, successfully spelled Murray State wrong over and over and over again. Luckily, in the place that they can fix, it is fixed. Tickets.
Do you think that's bulletin board material for the Murray State?
For them,
Like,
I would
they
hope
don't-
so. I mean,
Well, are they just swapping the A with an E? Is that what it is? Murray
they just
State.
got it's URRY is all they put. Murray.
Whoa, I missed. That's what it was. There wasn't even another
Murray.
Funny fact is my old dog, when I got him from the shelter, his name was Murray, but I named him Dog because I didn't think he looked like a Murray.
Yeah, he definitely looked
So-
like a dog.
He
Luckily.
definitely looked like a dog.
Oh boy. No, I'd probably take the under on the 35.5 or 35, whatever we're at right now. And I think Coach A.D. McGee has the guys up for this game. And like you guys are saying, for the first half, I think we hang in there. And then the second half, it's really going to depend on our next up folks, right? I mean, like that's what all these games come down to, is that like P5 programs have depth and we just don't have as much depth. And so you start trading out your starters and you stop producing as much. And so it's just like if we can have our next up prepared, then we'll be in good shape. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes.
Yeah, we
And
got
I
a
definitely want to
question.
see a little back and forth on the score too. I don't want to just be down 7, down 14, and then we're playing catch up. I would love for us to trade scores with them. Maybe we get 14 and they're at 10. I would love to see that. Just give them a shake a little bit. Like
If I'm not
hey,
mistaken,
this isn't
I
we're not
think-
a walkover.
If I'm not mistaken, that both the Tennessee win and the Vandy win had like a turnover or something like that happen on the very
Yes.
first drive for both of those. And so, yeah, if we can find a way to put pressure on them where we can get that ball away from them before they can make their first score, I think that would be that'd be huge. And kind of, everyone says in these types of games, when you have the underdog like a Georgia State is versus an Ole Miss, what ranked 15 or 21, depending on which poll is your favorite. I'm assuming you always pick the one that you have that better ranking in.
Mm-hmm.
You I forgot my train of thought as I was trying to be funny, but you want to keep them from scoring early.
You do.
And if you can disrupt them and let them go 3 and out or just stall on a drive, I think that makes a huge difference in just setting that tone. Even if you're not scoring, if you can stop them from scoring on their first drive, it sets a tone because that's when they're supposed to be at their best. That's the play they've had drawn up all week long. We're going to do this and then this and then this. Everyone there knows what their exact first 8 plays of the game are going to be. And if you can disrupt that and stop that from happening, now they're having to react versus act. And I think that's a good position to be in. We've got a comment here that's going to go right across. Well, I don't know if this is going to look on the final edit, but it goes right across Ryan's face right now. It's from Leon saying we could start 1-3. It's still a path to 6 wins. I think there's still a path to 6 wins. We've got Coastal. We're at Coastal, guaranteed win. We've never lost there. Trash down south. I'm always marking that one as a W. All right, so I guess that's technically 3 wins. South Alabama, we got Troy, we got Marshall, we got there you go, 6 wins.
The second half of the schedule is very winnable. We always find a way, right, to lose, but like we can and should win every single one of those games.
The last 4 games. Last 6 games, yeah. At Trash or Rash, if you will. South Alabama, at Coastal, guaranteed win. Marshall, at Troy, at Old Dominion. People are high on Old Dominion this year. For whatever reason, that's just a team I feel like we should never lose to.
And for some reason, we never win.
We find the way to lose.
Not never, but definitely find ways to lose against them. Yeah, Tim, I agree with you. I agree.
On the Ole Miss game, I actually want us to start on defense. I want them to have to score first. I don't want us to get out there and get rattled. I'd rather have the defense get in there, settle the crowd down a little bit.
You always
You know.
defer. Always defer.
100%. Yes, I want our defense to come out there and make us stop, and so that when our offense comes on the field, there are no jitters. They are, all right, we belong in this game. Our defense has proved we belong in this game. We know as long as we execute on what everything McGee has taught us, we can do something here.
That's what she said.
And honestly, I would like for it to be a long drive. You stop them. However defense stops them, whether that's a 3-and-out or whether that's letting them drive down and miss a field goal, whatever it takes. But then the offense comes out and like let the offense come out and take a little, 3 yards here, 2 yards there, 4 yards there, and get themselves up and just slowly work their way down and kind of wear out that defense early on in the game. I think that'd be awesome.
I mean, it's Lane Kiffin, so it could be a 4th down ballsy play by Lane. Stuffing that would be sweet. I mean,
yeah,
taking over on
for.
downs. Yeah.
Lane is the wild card
fake
in this.
Yeah.
An SEC team is going to be an SEC team. They're going to do well for themselves. But Lane, you watch out for if it's a 3rd and 14, they line up to punt. That could very easily be a fake.
Exactly. That's something else Zach mentioned in our interview was that Kiffin, they put 70 points on Furman last year or something is what he said, and so it's like, yeah, they're not gonna just be like coast. They're not gonna put it in cruise control if they have a couple touchdowns on us. They're gonna keep on trying to score.
Even more reason why we've got to establish something up front early.
Yeah, exactly.
Which should be better from what I'm told. Like our defensive line and our offensive line should be better this year based on the recruiting and returns.
Right. I gotta tell you guys, I'm not mad at even an SEC coach that hangs a big number on somebody, like just starts going to score or whatever. Maybe you don't keep going for it on 4th or something like that. It was that damn Penn State icing our kicker that I'm like, you know what? Like it's rude. It's like it's a point, dude. It's 1 point. It's I don't know. It really, that one gets me. But like, hey, if you're just going to go out there and you're just going to keep airing it out because airing it out works, why not? Keep doing what works.
From what I recall from that Penn State game, I was drunk mad at that because I was like, we had 3 points and you took them away, asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've called him an asshole ever since.
Yeah. Whatever.
But he's known for that.
Honestly, though, I put half, maybe a third of that on Trent Miles. Like, what was he doing?
I don't know. Whatever. Try to kick the ball.
No, actually, I'm confusing 2 games. I'm confusing the App State game in the blizzard when we kept on timeout icing the kicker. Not the Penn
State.
And
that wasn't Trent Miles either, was it? That was what's his face?
That was Miles. That was Miles' first year, I think.
No, I think that was what's his face, our first coach. Bill
Curry. No,
Curry. I'm pretty sure it was Bill Curry.
Agree to disagree, but I was confusing the 2. Yeah, the Penn State coach is just a jerk, and he had to protect that shutout, that 52-0 shutout. Yeah.
So he could go to the national championship, but they're like, dude, you're still Penn State. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you're not going.
They ended up losing to like Pittsburgh or some garbage team.
Later
on.
Dude, so. you can't even get through Ohio State. So like, what are you trying to worry about Georgia State for? Like, what are you doing here? Jackass.
Yeah. I did get a request for us to give our predictions, kind of like run through the season and see what we thought games are going to be. Do you guys want to do that?
Usually assign us homework to do that.
Yeah, it was right before I came downstairs. I was talking to somebody, and he asked if he was listening to last week's episode and asked if we were going to be doing our game by game breakdowns. He said he found that pretty interesting. So
yeah, we can go through it and just kind of give some thought. I mean, I'm sure we all have some thoughts on this. I haven't gone through it though and like marked any of them down or anything, but
no,
we could.
Yeah, I can make a note or something like that. We can kind of talk through this.
I'm on a shitty work computer. I can just put a spreadsheet up. Boom. Done.
You got it, Tim. You got it. That's all I got is an iPad to work with. I think that game 1, Ole Miss, probably we're all 3 picking a loss on that one. No spreads here. Just picking win-loss.
Yeah, yeah, I'll take the loss on that. But if we win, I mean, like I said, I think we can win. I just would never pick us to win. I wouldn't put money on it.
Tim, you the same way? You saying Ole Miss is a loss? Tim is locked in on a spreadsheet. Never talk to somebody when they're working on a spreadsheet because they don't know how to do English then. Or
He's
is
a
he
little
frozen? He
He's a
seems to
little
be frozen. I
Sorry,
also
Alexa.
never pull
Right.
up Excel while you're on a live stream because it'll lock up your computer. And he's gone. Let's go do my notes. There we go. This is fun. All right, predictions. Ole Miss.
I'm writing it down.
You're writing it down? You have.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And
So where are we at?
Ole Miss lost, you and me. All right, Memphis Tigers coming home. First home game of the season. Memphis, how you feeling on that one?
Gonna go ahead and go with the win
And why is that?
because I think we're gonna get some jitters off at Ole Miss. We're gonna lose that game, but it's gonna be closer than anyone expected. And then we're gonna come out and Memphis is gonna be like, we already beat these guys, and I think we're just gonna do it. We're gonna pull it out because that's what we do at home against these teams. We beat Vandy, we're gonna do it.
Were you like pulling out? I actually was going to put the W down for that one as well. I'll go ahead and foreshadow. I'm going to say a Vandy loss, and I think I saw us coming out of the out of conference schedule 2-2. So I think we win this game. It's going to be kind of a shocker. I think it really doesn't matter how we play in the Ole Miss game. I think somehow, some way, McGee is going to find a way to beat Memphis the same way that we beat Vanderbilt after an unimpressive start last year. So yeah, I'm saying a win there. Next game, Murray State.
The worse we get beat by Ole Miss, the better the chance we have of beating Memphis.
Well, the
That
worse
makes
we get
sense.
beat by Ole Miss and we beat Memphis, the less chance they have to make it into the playoffs. So
Well, they're not
all
going to playoffs anyway.
right. To be the G5 representative, that is. So yeah, I'm cool with that. Murray State. I'm reluctantly going for the win on that one.
Yeah, you know what? But it's gonna be a close one. It's gonna piss us all off. It's gonna be like I'm actually a little bit worried that if we go into that 2-1, we're actually more likely to come out of that with a loss. But I think we'll pull it out and it'll be close. And I think Coach AD McGee will have this team at least winning the ones we're supposed to win.
Right. Yeah, then it comes down to, well, hell, if we win the ones we're supposed to win based off of everybody else's predictions, that means we're only winning Murray State.
Well, I don't know. We got picked. We're picked to win against Jimmy Madison, right? ESPN had us.
They did have that. All right, Vandy. I already exposed my loss. I think we lose to Vandy. I think that the return trip, they had animosity. They don't need bulletin board material. They lost to us and then beat Alabama in the same season. They want to rectify that. I think that we lose this game.
Yeah, I mean, same all around. I don't see them coming in and underestimating us. It's the same. It's probably a lot of the same players. Even they came to Atlanta and experienced it, and it's just like I doubt they would let it happen again.
Well, we have gone to the entire out of conference schedule and had the exact same matches. So we are nothing if not giving you exciting content.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I tried to give the curveball there, but you went with the same curveball.
I did. All right, we have a week off, and then we host Jimmy Madison. They are, by all accounts, considered the favorite to win the East Division, represent the East, and then in the Sun Belt Championship. How you feeling about Jimmy?
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the win.
Okay.
I think ESPN knows something that we don't. That's not true, but I'm gonna say it just because I want it to be true. No, I think Jimmy Madison gets pumped up. They get a little high on their own supply, and they're bound to catch a few. And if we're doing hot, like if we're doing as well as I think we're gonna be doing based on my win losses so far, then I think we come out of that with a win.
All right. First time we're gonna disagree. I think that the football gods being what they are and my absolute displeasure for the color purple, somehow, some way, they just, they're probably going to beat us. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they beat us handedly. This could be like a 3 or 4 score loss game, I think.
Yeah.
So I got the loss on that one. Next up, Appy State here in Atlanta. Never beaten them. We're like 0-17 or some crap like that. I think it's your turn to go first, or no, it was my turn to go first. My turn to go.
I don't
I'm
know.
going.
I wasn't flip flopping, so I have no idea.
I'm going to win on this one.
And
We
we're gonna
beat the. Sorry,
we're
go
gonna
ahead.
flip flop yet again because I'm gonna go ahead and throw the loss on there because same reasons, right? We don't beat Appy.
Hey, well, you know, if nothing else, we are now even on our record, which we have it as. Let's see. How many games we are? We're 3-3.
3 and
Is that what we
3,
have?
yeah.
3-3. Okay. All right, then the big game, the game that gets circled on the schedule as soon as it comes out at Trash Down South, at the Rash.
Sorry.
We're getting Tim back. All right, look at that.
I was
All right,
trying
how's
to
it
text
going?
you to.
Hey, so we are breaking down all the games. So let's get
We
you
need your
up to
Memphis,
speed.
Murray, Vandy, Jimmy, Appy.
Shit.
A lot of
All
E's.
right, we're gonna do rapid fire for you, Tim. You give us win loss. Ole Miss.
A loss?
Okay, Memphis.
We'll go with a W.
All right,
We did too.
Murray State.
Gonna go with a W.
W on that one as well. Vandy.
I think they get revenge.
We're losing them
I
again.
think that's a L. Can you see me, hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we got you a little bit.
Okay.
You're sort of glitching.
Think
Well, not sort of. You're glitching a lot.
think we get the L there.
You think we get the win against Vandy?
No loss.
Loss against Vandy.
Yes.
All right, there. You're in clear now. Now we're on to Jimmy Madison. We
We get that W this year.
and he's
We
gone
lost
again.
him again. All right.
Fantastic.
TDS.
All right. TDS it is.
Yeah, I mean that's a win for me because we
Says
like
it's
you said
connected.
in the I don't remember it was the interview or somewhere else, but you said we just penciled that in as a W because we need to be winning that every single year, and there's no reason not to.
Exactly. I agree. I have a win on that one as well. And then we're hosting the horribly named South Alabama Jaguars.
Why are they horribly named? I don't think I knew this about you.
Oh no, we've talked about it pretty much every year we've played them. I think that their mascot name is stupid because
Trying to
their
connect.
colors are red, white, and
Good
blue. Their
fucking
abbreviation
guy.
is USA, and they should have something like Eagles or Patriots or something like that as their mascot. Being a Jaguar is stupid. So they're horribly named.
Well,
And they
so
just call
where you at
themselves
with that?
South. So they call themselves South as well. Like, and I know that that's not a big difference in just being called Southern, but I don't know. Them calling themselves South, I don't like it. I'm going the W on South.
I'm gonna go with the L because I for whatever reason I don't know shit about them ever. Like ever. I don't hear anything about them. And then they come in and they beat us. And I'm like, I don't know what is happening or who this team is or why we're losing right now. And so I think we're going to lose that game. And I don't know why.
I think the second time we played them was in the Dome. They started up kind of a year before us, but kind of the same time as us.
They had a weird year beforehand where they just played. It was like all easy peasy games. None of them were official. They were all like D2, whatever.
Right.
And they just like trashed them. They just played a whole season of like shit teams and just trashed them. And then they said that was a better way to start. I think they felt like they got some momentum, and maybe there's something to it. I don't know, but
Well,
it was weird.
We played our fair share of non D1 opponents our first year too, but yeah, they definitely did something a little bit different to make it weird. I don't know, but that second game, I think it was like a 2 or 3 overtime type game that we ended up like sticking out a win against. It was. I remember walking out of the Georgia Dome for that one. That one was fun. That was fun. All right,
but they're in that club with us about starting at the same time. Them, ODU, UTSA, like we're all kind of in the same little crew. Charlotte, right? I mean, they were a little bit later, but
yeah, I think Charlotte was a year or two, or I think at least 2 years behind us. Yeah. But Charlotte, ODU, South Alabama, Georgia State, all really kind of picked up within 2 or 3 years of each other. So Coastal, Dub.
Yeah, I got that just because we're beating them at their house.
That's what we do. And then Marshall is, they lost their entire team. They lost their coach. They lost.
We got Tim from a different angle.
Tim's like, yeah, it's still pretty shaky, but I did get a little message that says recording in a higher quality. So that's nice. Go iPad. Right, we'll get to you, Tim, to get your scores, but then also Ryan, back to Marshall. What do you have on this one?
I got a win for that because, like you were saying, they're just a whole new team, worse than us, right? They got their team stolen from them essentially, and I don't think there's anything we could know about them. So win.
Yep, win. I got a win as well. All right, Tim, are you ready for rapid fire here? This is not gonna be rapid anything about this at all. Can you give me Vandy? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh yeah, no,
Vandy.
he gave us that one already. The loss, yeah.
Yep. All right. Then we got Jimmy Madison. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Your mic's not on or something. Oh,
We
you're
can't
muted.
hear you.
You're muted. You must have pushed the mute button on accident.
No, probably when I was moving
There
that iPad. We will win that game.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be our first Jimmy
win on Jimmy
Madison
Madison.
win. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. I like it. How
many
about
wins am I up to?
on? Oops.
3.
It's a good question.
Okay.
Well,
That's
I
not
gotta
too bad.
change that. All right. Appy State.
Shit, man. That's at home, right?
Yep, it's at home.
Does that matter?
Yeah, of course it matters.
Yeah, it
Because we're more
matters.
likely to lose here at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we get the W.
All right, I like it. So did I. All right, trash down south. I'll go ahead and put you down for a win. South Alabama, what you got?
South Alabama, I also think is a win. Oh god, too many wins on the schedule.
No, you got the perfect amount of wins on the schedule so far.
The perfect amount would be 2 more.
Coastal Carolina, what you got?
Coastal. Wait, are we home or away?
It's at Coastal. It's at
We're
Coastal.
winning. We have to win.
Exactly.
You can't
All right,
break the
then
streak, can
catching
you?
up. Cannot. Not until it's here.
Marshall, they're gone.
All right, catching up with
W.
All right. Tim may have the
Tim's
best schedule so far.
Tim's got us going to a national championship. He's a believer in the Reddit.
All right, Troy, I want to go with you, Tim, first on Troy because I don't want to lose you again. Troy, at Troy. What's the outcome?
Troy. We lose that game. Troy always figures out a way to beat us somehow at the end, right? Basketball, football.
They do like that. Ryan, what you got? Win or loss on Troy?
It's an L for the same exact reason as South Alabama. I never know shit about that team, and they always seem to beat us anyway. And I'm like, they're going to beat us, and I don't know why, and I won't know why, and I will forever be confused.
Okay. Well, I'm going with win on that one. I'm going when Ryan is just scared of the entire state of Alabama for some unknown reason. I say we win at Troy. I agree with Tim that they kind of have our number all the time, but I think at this point we've got it in the bag. ODU at ODU to end the season. What you got?
I'm gonna go with an L.
Brian, let's go with you.
We're gonna figure out how to lose.
All right.
All right, Ryan and Tim saying losses then, right?
No. Whoa. I said I didn't say loss. I said I was gonna say win.
All right.
I think we win that one because it's ODU. What are we gonna do here? It's ODU.
Yep. I'm going win on that one as well. I mean, hopefully that's not a necessary one, but yeah, I got to win. So Ryan, I've kept track of this, but if you do have it in a better way of giving us what our overall records are.
Yeah, so it's you made fun of Tim a little bit on this one, but you were the one who deserved it with 9 wins attributed to you. You have a 9-win season. You know what?
Losing one of those
I mixed that up. I mixed that up at the end. I mixed that up. I'm sorry. You had us. Who had us losing as ODU?
Me.
Ryan, you had us losing as ODU. Oh wait, Tim, I put it down wrong. Tim losing at ODU.
Yeah, I had you guys mixed up actually. So oh shoot. Now my math's all wrong. Yeah,
gotta do the whole thing over.
Yeah. No. So I'm still right. I was reading it wrong anyway. So David, you still have us. You have us as 9 wins. Tim, you have us with 8 wins, and I have us with 7 wins. Guys, if we end up with any of those, it'll be a pretty good season.
All right, myself at 9-3, Tim at 8-4, and Ryan at 7-5. Yeah, I agree. These are all good seasons. I like them all.
I'm going to be realist a little bit. One of those games in that schedule that was an automatic W, I think is an
Trash.
Yeah.
You change your answer on trash?
I never answered.
Well, I say changing your answer. I answered it for you.
I
No,
did put an
yeah.
asterisk next to your W there because you didn't have a chance to say it, but I'm gonna just
Yeah, I get it. I get it. That would be 3 in a row for them, which would extend or not extend, but match the winning streak that we have against them. But no, I think we get them. And honestly, I never root for a Georgia Southern win. However, I would not be unhappy if they were having a good year and we were the one that knocked them down. That'd be awesome. And let the wheels fall off afterwards.
I think look, if we don't hit, I don't know, like the wins are there, right? Like we've said that the schedule is tough. It's going to be really hard to have a good season, but like the
Right.
wins are there. They exist. We've shown here, like we went through it. We know that there's wins there. Memphis is the one that's like pretty questionable as far as our wins go. We all kind of went and threw a curveball on that one, I think. But still, like I think it's not a unrealistic expectation that we should be able to win that game or that we should be competitive in that game. Like Memphis is what, they're AAC, right?
Yep.
They're
So
supposed
like
to win.
they're
right?
G5. We should be able to beat them.
We were on the page for the first 5 games. We have the exact same predictions the first 5 games, and then it goes off the rails. I don't think we have. Oh, we only game we agree on after that is Coastal and Trash with an asterisk.
No, we don't agree on trash.
As I said, Trash with an asterisk.
Right.
Oh no, I went ahead and updated it since he told us.
Okay. So I have the optimism of 9-3. Tim and Ryan at 7-5. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully any of us are right.
Any of us are right. Yeah.
Yeah. As far as watching games this season, ESPN threw a curveball. I guess we knew it was coming, but there's a whole new ESPN platform to watch games, ESPN Unlimited, which I don't know.
Do we know
It's
what the
fine.
TV situation is for that? Like as far as what's going to be available at bars and stuff?
Well, this is going to be a streaming service. This will require a Roku or Apple TV or Chromecast or Smart TV or something like that to watch these things. But if you do the unlimited package, the ESPN Unlimited, you get not just all the ESPN Plus games we've been getting, but you get ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, ABC on or ESPN on the ABC, whatever it's called. So you get like
Show, the
all
Diaz.
ESPN. Yeah, you get all the ESPN products. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of expensive. $30 a month just for a sports thing.
It's kind of expensive. We're having a
but for a lot of people,
on it.
Mm.
I'm so far behind.
Yeah, and for a lot of people, you know, that's like all they do on TV, right? Like I was just at my grandpa's. He's getting off of like a cable package, and he's keeping a quote unquote cable package. He's just doing it through a streaming app. So like DirecTV has an app that you can get their whole catalog on. He's saving a bunch of money, but I set up the Roku on his TV and I started showing him the apps, and he was like, "What do I even need that other thing for?" And I'm like, "You don't." And he was like, "All I watch is hockey." I'm like, "Yeah." So
Yeah, I think if you get the ESPN Unlimited, you can pretty much watch every single Georgia State game with the exception of the Ole Miss game because it's on C Network, but everything else is on ESPN.
I thought SEC Network's part of the ESPN Unlimited, isn't it?
I don't know if it's part of that ESPN Unlimited package. I've not seen SEC Network as part of that pack. If so, then you can pay $29.99 a month for the next 4 months and get all your Georgia State games.
It's $120, all the Panthers.
it's a lot more worth it. It's a lot more worth it though, because like it's not just for the Panthers. Like you get all the other stuff too, because like you're gonna like as a sports fan, there are other teams and stuff that you're willing to watch, right? There's other
Right.
A lot of people have like a P5 program that they enjoy watching too. And it's always been hard to like figure that out. And now I feel like it's going to be a little bit easier to just be like, you know what? I'm just going to grab that giant package. I understand it. I understand it's costs a lot, like $30. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth it.
Grab those
Tim is
giant
lagging.
packages.
I could tell when he caught the grabbing package.
We got another comment. Leon again. 6-6 season. Start with 1-4. Beat Appy, 5-game winning streak, and lose the last 2. That's Troy and ODU on the road. Lousy schedule having two on the road. Tim's here twice.
And now we can see the lag on the iPad.
Yeah. All
All right, this should work better.
I have no idea
don't
what
know.
he's
You're
gonna do
crisp and
for-
clean, man. You look great.
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome.
I've got no idea what this is going to do for me when I go to do the editing and it has all the separate channels. I'm going to have to like add cameras and remove cameras. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. So thanks for that, guys.
Thanks to Comcast for fucking everything up. Oh,
there we go.
we're not there yet. Sorry.
I don't think I really have anything else, at least not for this.
All right. Sounds like we're good. I mean, an hour, 20 minutes in. I know we have the interview too, but like, maybe we just pop onto that last call and be done.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm in. Tim, want to take us out of here? See if it works?
Ooh, that's asking a lot. Thanks for listening. We're going to take a quick break here, head over to Last Call. If you like what you heard or you didn't, don't really care. None of us care. Join our Patreon anyway at patreon.com/State Atlanta. You'll get live access to Last Call, group chat action, discounts on our sweet merch that David is cooking up. I can just feel it. It's happening. Especially while he's in class this year. He's going to be cooking up merch. And adult bevs at our tailgates. $5 is all it takes. Become a fan of the show. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Peace.